My style like fighting and I'm winning. I'll punch and talk to a. You feel me? You feel me?
They gon' have to MOP your ante up. Hands on what? Ah!
Before the cut, Shumper. After the cut, Beasley.
Man up, for stand up, lean.
Welcome to round 3 of the battle rap Haymakers and their backstories. Let's get right into it. First up, got Easy the Block Captain versus Chess. Now, Easy came into the game while on his insane run in the URL platform, as well as seeing him on other platforms like Gates of the Garden. I came across Easy from his battle against Danny Myers with his famous flag in front of the house bar. But I officially started checking for his battles after he faced T-Top and had his "Mama, I made it" line that was crazy. After that, his Talk Different slogan started to hit a lot more, and his name began to gain traction. He was a newer face, and whenever a face enters a scene, the culture always hypes them up. But there's always a time when it seems like after all those W's Easy was getting, the energy changed from celebrating his run to seeing when it might end and who would stop it. But when it was time to challenge him, they didn't call Mook, they didn't call Geechee, and they didn't call Rum Nitty. I remember there was one person who the culture thought was a perfect match, and it was Chess. Now, the first time I seen Chess was probably on BET and URL's Ultimate Freestyle Friday collab show. Ever since, I've witnessed this guy give the culture classic battles and classic moments. I guarantee you go back to if you're a big battle rap fan. He's also one of the reasons URL's Born Legacy event is weighted the same way as the other big events like Summer Impact versus the smaller scale events like the Crucible, respectfully.
I make this go round.
Shit.
The heliocentric theory revolves around me.
Man.
Literally, it literally does.
Yeah.
Some niggas might feel like this revolve around Easy the Block Captain right now. And them niggas never even stood in front of an urban plaza yet. Them niggas don't even got million view battles yet. Them niggas don't like it's that gotta do to state their name. We had to renovate the whole system and make it something that y'all eating off right now. I could sit back for months and let y'all niggas eat off something that I helped create.
He has moments against DNA, Tay-Rock, Twerk, and Clips, just to name a few. And what's always been impressive about his runs is that he's doing all of this while in high school, and being so young in the beginning of your journey gave him the early label as a young prodigy. So when the match between him and Easy was finally announced, it was almost guaranteed in the minds of the people that this would be one of the best battles of the Summer Madness 11 card, and arguably of the year. Also, prior to this might have been one of the first returns of the big stage after the world temporarily shut down. So the excitement to be back outside and see a show was very high. Both of these guys showed up and showed out. I watched this battle live and was just as hyped as the crowd. The performance for these two was what we expected and more.
Punch after punch, nigga, all you can do is block. Face shot, face swap. Y'all gonna think do is block. 5 dead, 3. Let's say it's me and bro with heaters though, waiting for him to leave a show. He walk out, Peter roll. I find him there, he dying there. Before he can run, Nina's blow. You could be here today and go them wherever Easy come. Easy.
You more lyrical than me? You pull up. My style like fighting and I'm winning. I'll punch and talk to a. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You know why we different? Some of the struggle stories I say, I put myself in it. Mood rings, the mood swings. I change with it. You know when I start getting body after bodies? When the start shape shifting, I did.
It set the tone for the night, it was an easy 3-0 for the culture. I gotta shout out both Chess and Easy for the show they put on. Next up, Rum Nitty versus Av. When Rum Nitty came on the scene, I don't think we've ever witnessed an artist put words together the way he does. If Conceited brought heavy punchlines to the forefront, Rum Nitty took that thing to the next level. That's the reason we're still waiting on that battle to this day. But in the meantime, Rum was collecting W's and classic moments since he stepped foot in the battle rap community. Coming out of Arizona, he was giving Tay-Rock a run for his money, and Rock himself said that Rum was the only person who has a chance to replace him as the gun bar king when he's done. That, on top of being stamped by Smack and the culture as being one of the best out, the only thing left to do was put him to the test. And who else to test the heavy puncher than against another heavy puncher? Av started making noise around the same time as Nitty and was easily a top prospect right up there with him. Despite having the praise to his name, Av was learning how different the spotlight could be. One minute they love you, and the next they're doubting your skills. And that was what was happening with Av. Though he was one of the few leading the new school, there were talks that he didn't deserve the spot versus Rum, that it was too early, and he hasn't done enough. They were hoping Rum would be getting ready to face someone like Rock, and Av took that personally.
We got Rum Nitty versus Av. Damn, Smack got me moving backwards. You don't see that I'm the truth? It's like I dropped a tear to give you this shot. I'm Nino on the roof. Don't leave out the venue. If I whip a piece, your family headshot your mom's sister. They gonna have to MOP your auntie up. Hands on what?
So before you start acting off hype from your yes man, just know life ain't make you 6 feet, but death can. See you saying shit. Now that's where we different, geek. And see, I've been about that action. 30 under the 40, that's an improper fraction.
If you're a fan of punchlines, this is one battle you need to go back to. Next, we have Sue Surf and Tay-Rock versus DNA and K-Shine. Surf and Rock are two of the more electrifying battlers in this game, with two of the most solid fan bases. They are also looked at as the two faces of the URL, if you were to ask anybody. So it was only right the two came together to create the famous Gun Titles tag team. It was like Kane and The Undertaker coming together. Rock has history with K-Shine, as they both used to be under the same Dot Mob group. Now unfortunately, down the road, K-Shine split, had issues with Rex, and Rock felt like K-Shine acted differently once he was gone. And Surf also said that they might be the most dangerous team in battle rap, and that they could easily beat Shine and DNA. Now NWX, which is the name of Shine and DNA's team, thought the complete opposite. They actually thought the team of Surf and Rock was the dumbest idea, and only good on paper.
Him and Tay-Rock, that's like the dumbest team I ever heard, because y'all don't even it's just like
They saying they might be the most dangerous. A lot of people say they might be the most dangerous to even though we ain't never seen it.
They never seen them. That's all because it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
That's why.
Good.
That's because it sounds good. When right now people saying, oh, LeBron James and Jordan basketball 1-on-1. People saying, nah, Mike still, because it sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Like it's not reality. Like sounds good.
K-Shine and DNA were bringing brand new energy to that 2-on-2 scene. Shout out to Marv One and Quest McCody, were definitely influenced by them and shining a new light on that lane. There weren't many 2-on-2 teams at the time, and their chemistry was surprisingly smooth. They were a duo I did not expect to gel, but they definitely did. Shine had the performance, DNA had the freestyles, so they couldn't fumble. They were both creative, witty, great storytellers, and the back and forth through their rounds sounded and looked like a well-oiled machine. I personally remember thinking these guys couldn't be stopped, battling John John and Sireboy, Hitman and Verb, Marv 1 and Quest McCody, Chess and Steams, and Bonnie and 40 Bars. So when gun titles came together, it was like the Miami Heat coming together after the Celtics created their super team. On top of the heavyweighted names, it did seem like these two teams genuinely didn't like each other. Interviews prior to the battle gave this energy, with the chance that it might go a little too far if one side chose that route. The tension was in the air come battle day, and it seemed gun titles took full advantage of it.
Killers. You, Saga, Big T, y'all gonna need backup. Or it's Martin reruns in the bed with the backup. It's gonna be shells on the... Touch him, I'm knocking you out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Big T fingers after lunch. Do him greasy. Before the shot. Clean shirt. After the shot. Yeezy. Before the cut. Yeah, this is me, bro. This is what I do. This is I said, Big T fingers after lunch. Do him greasy. Before the shot. Clean shirt. After the shot. Yeezy. Before the cut. Shumper. After the cut. Beasley. Gun title.
This battle didn't end up finishing due to the altercation on stage and had to be rescheduled, which lets you know how real that tension was. Now, fortunately, cooler heads did prevail. Nobody was hurt, and they were successfully able to meet again and finish the battle on a later date. So shout out to both teams for that. Lastly, we have Loaded Lux versus Hollow the Dawn. Now, Lux versus Hollow is a battle that could be named the most anticipated battle of all time. Now, Loaded Lux is on the Mount Rushmore of battle rap, a legend who came up in the smack era. Whenever it's time to make noise, Lux always seems to pull a play that pushes the culture forward. His battle against Miles changed the way people put their bars together. Then he took a break from battling to focus on the Lion's Den, which shined a light on a lot of artists who would battle and later make a name for themselves on that URL stage. He also made a stop by 106 & Park on a quick side mission to clear the board and go undefeated, becoming Freestyle Friday's champion every week he was on it, which allowed him to enter the Hall of Fame. Then Lux returned to the battle stage during Summer Madness 2. It was a star-studded event, and Lux came with a show that changed the way battlers would perform. If you've seen Lux versus Calico, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I highly suggest you watch it. He even had Jay-Z quoting him after the battle. Crazy. Now, obviously, if someone is high on the list of being the greatest, there's going to be a few not far behind who think they deserve that spot, and Hollow was no different. We already saw and discussed what he did to Charlie Clips and the damage that battle did, so who's to say that that wouldn't happen to Lux too? Hollow was quick to take shots, and Lux made sure to return the favor, so neither side was ducking. And with the skill set and resume they both earned for themselves, it's no surprise why this battle was the most anticipated battle ever. People were choosing sides, and although it couldn't be hosted on URL, Arsenal came through and provided his UW platform to host it. And when the battle finally came, Lux came through in a full Black Panther outfit with his crew, holding up signs relating to Hollow in a certain beverage that's the color purple, wink wink. And in that third round, Lux spit a haymaker that sums up his performance and the angle against Hollow.
You make it hard for people that say what they mean and mean what they say, because that's what they mean. How they gonna follow a junkie? Be a fan.
Not a fiend.
And you Queens,
Not a queen.
man up.
The stand up, don't lean.
Now, this battle is a definite classic and another example of two legends doing what they were supposed to do and some. And you can decide who you give the W to. Now, that was round 3 of Battle Rap's Haymakers and their backstories. I appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch, subscribe, like, and comment, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.